This is a beautiful tragedy. 6-year-old daughter kills overzealous police officer while protecting her mom in Michigan. A routine shopping trip at the Walmart Supercenter in Novi, Michigan, turned into a life-altering event for 38-year-old Denise Williams and her 6-year-old daughter, Aaliyah. On what seemed like an ordinary day, Denise purchased a Samsung 75-inch smart TV. As she approached the exit, her receipt unknowingly slipped from her purse. Unaware of this, Denise continued toward the doors, where Trevor McCaffrey, the employee tasked with checking receipts, stopped her and asked for proof of purchase. Realizing her receipt was missing, Denise calmly explained the situation and flagged down the cashier who had just processed her transaction. Although the cashier confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV, McCaffrey refused to let her leave, insisting she could not exit without a receipt. Frustrated but determined not to cause a scene, Denise proceeded to her SUV and waved down a nearby man in the parking lot, asking for help to load the large TV into her vehicle. As the man began assisting her, a police car suddenly pulled up. Officer Lindsay Carter, a 28-year-old rookie with a reputation for being overly zealous, exited the vehicle with her hand already resting on her holstered gun. McCaffrey had called the police, claiming Denise had stolen the TV and assaulted him on her way out. Officer Carter immediately confronted Denise, accusing her of theft and demanding that she put her hands behind her back. Denise, caught off guard, tried to explain that she had paid for the TV and that the cashier could confirm it, but Carter's tone grew increasingly aggressive. When Denise hesitated to comply with being handcuffed, pleading that she had done nothing wrong, Officer Carter responded with unnecessary force. She grabbed Denise by the arm, struck her in the ribs, and forced her to the ground, placing her in a choke hold as Denise gasped for air. Aaliyah, still seated in the SUV, watched in horror as her mother struggled. Panicking, she remembered the firearm her mother kept in the glove compartment for protection, a weapon Denise had taught her to handle safely. Acting out of fear and desperation, Aaliyah retrieved the gun, stepped out of the SUV, and pointed it at Officer Carter, screaming for her to stop. When Carter turned toward Aaliyah and appeared to reach for her own weapon, Aaliyah fired a single, precise shot, striking the officer in the eye. Carter collapsed to the ground dead. Aaliyah immediately dropped the gun and rushed to her mother's side, sobbing and begging for her to wake up. Denise regained consciousness moments later as more officers arrived on the scene. Both she and Aaliyah were taken into custody. However, after a thorough investigation, Denise was cleared of any wrongdoing. The lost receipt was recovered, and security footage confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV and had not assaulted McCaffrey. The footage also revealed Officer Carter's excessive use of force, which had escalated the situation unnecessarily. Aaliyah's actions were deemed justifiable, as she acted in defense of her mother's life. The incident has ignited widespread debate about systemic racism, the criminalization of black shoppers, and the excessive force used by law enforcement. The Williams family has since filed a lawsuit against Walmart, citing McCaffrey's false accusations and failure to de-escalate as key contributors to the tragic events. Aaliyah, now at the center of a national conversation, is seen by many as a hero for protecting her mother in the face of grave danger.